Indonesia's call to confront colonialism. Today, in this global forum, I, Siswanto, a son of the Indonesian nation, speak not with diplomacy that sugarcoats injustice, but with the clarity and courage that history demands. For too long, the world has chosen silence. For too long, the narrative of colonialism has been written by the perpetrators, while the victims are told to move on, as if centuries of brutality can be erased like chalk on a board. Let the world hear this clearly. The Netherlands colonized my people for 3 long centuries. 3 centuries of exploitation. 3 centuries of forced labor. 3 centuries of stolen land, stolen dignity, and stolen lives. Millions of Indonesians suffered. Not because of fate, but because of a deliberate system built to enrich one nation at the cost of another. And today, the wealth of the Netherlands stands as a monument, not to their brilliance, but to the blood and sweat of nations they oppressed. So I ask the world, after 3 centuries of draining our resources, what has the Netherlands truly contributed to the welfare of Indonesians today? Where is the moral responsibility? Where is the economic restitution? Where is the full, unconditional acknowledgement of the crimes they committed? Instead, we see a strange irony. A nation that once committed systematic human exploitation, now preaching human rights on the world stage. How can a former colonizer present itself as a moral authority, while refusing to confront the full truth of its own past? This hypocrisy is not just insulting. It is a stain on the integrity of global justice. Indonesia was plundered for 300 years. Yet the Netherlands' contribution to our prosperity today is minimal, symbolic, and largely self-serving. Their investments profit Dutch companies. Their aid comes with political narratives. Their cooperation avoids historical accountability. This is not partnership. This is convenient diplomacy built on avoidance. If the Netherlands seeks to be considered a civilized nation, then it must act like one. Acknowledge the atrocities without excuses. Acknowledge the stolen wealth without hesitation. Acknowledge that modern Dutch prosperity stands on the graveyard of colonial injustice. The world cannot demand justice if it refuses to confront the crimes that shaped its own economic order. I, Siswanto, speak not only for myself, but for millions of forgotten ancestors whose voices were stolen. Indonesia does not beg. Indonesia does not seek pity. Indonesia demands truth. Because there can be no justice without truth, and no genuine friendship built upon denial. To the world I say, the time for polite silence is over. The time for confronting the sins of colonialism is now. Indonesia has risen, not because of the Netherlands, but despite them. And today, our voice shakes the walls of this forum, declaring, we remember, we stand tall, and we demand the justice that history has long denied us.